I'm Sarah Ormond, the librarian here at Baldwin, and I'd like to recommend another book, David Small's Stitches. And I think this is the very first graphic novel I've ever read. Now, even though it's called a graphic novel, and you'll see that it is, the story is portrayed graphically without much text, but there is text. Even though it's called a graphic novel, this is a memoir. And David Small grew up in Detroit. He even gives the street where he lives. I think it was on the west side. And his father was a radiologist. And David was frequently sick. And his father back, this must have been in the 50s or 40s, thinking that X-ray was the cure-all for everything, gave his son too many X-ray treatments. And eventually the boy developed a lump on his neck, and the parents were told by the doctor, it's probably just a cyst, don't worry about it. But when you think the time is right, we'll take it out. Well, it was like 2.5 or 3.5 years later when they finally took him in for surgery. It turns out he had cancer, and ended up with an enormous scar on his neck, and part of his vocal cords were taken out. And it's the story of how he, as a fairly young boy, I think he was 14 when he had the surgery, how he came to deal with this, and with a particularly dysfunctional family. And art pretty much saved his life. He is a well-known children's book illustrator. He has won the Caldecott Medal and other, prestigious awards for children's literature. And this is really not for children. The youngest I think you would want to go would be a young adult. But if you've never read a graphic novel, as I never had, I read this in one sitting. I couldn't put it down. So I highly recommend it.